With midwives and nurses, there's a huge problem as far as human resources are concerned. And if, we have midwives that are burnt out, we're going to have pregnant women who don't really receive the best treatment. I grew up in Soweto with a loving mom and dad who really brought us up well. Being at home, living with my family, if I had a terrible day, I know I have my mom, my dad just to chat to and just get that sort of anchoring from them. I think that's what really helped me, especially during my studies. So the moment when I was allocated away from home, that was a little bit of a stressor for me, but I'm just so grateful that I did find family there, that were not blood. My unit manager was very supportive, even from his own family. I remember his wife would always just check on me. My younger brother, when my mom was pregnant with him, she used to take me along at times to some of the antenatal checkups. And I was just so fascinated by how beautiful it is to see just life forming inside the belly. Then I knew from that point that this is my stream that I'd like to go into. So I remember from as early as my community service, because my colleagues could see how passionate I am, they'd always allocate the antenatal days to me. So I would always be the one seeing pregnant women. I love just being a part and involved in just, the formation of a family, knowing that I can, influence to a certain extent the direction of a human being that is to come to this world. I'm still young, wide-eyed. I'm happy to be here, and I just really want to effect change. And I believe probably that's where most of us probably started off. However, I guess working in the public health sector sometimes because of just, how conditions are, with the long working hours and the lack of resources, high workload with minimal staff, can really get healthcare workers very burnt out. You come across a lot of things that also affect your own mental health. It probably gets healthcare workers to that point of normalizing burnout, which then leads to these traits that we see of, healthcare workers not really being empathetic and passionate and really caring. The first start is just to listen. I wanted to break that thing of looking at patients as passive, but just rather as a more collaborative effort towards improving health. So just hearing the stories of the women who would present to me during antenatal sessions, it would really go a long way. Beyond just that, hey, here's ARVs. As a midwife, especially, you play a huge role in ensuring also just the prevention of mother-to-child transmission, and ensure that they have a healthy start and a good beginning. It's just very fulfilling. If we have midwives that are burnt out, we're going to have pregnant women who don't really receive the best treatment, who themselves will probably be wounded, women who are not psychologically well during this time. This affects the child, as we know about, the whole phenomenon of the first 1,000 days and how that also shapes the mental health of the child, even as an adult. So I think we really need to highlight this issue and flag it, because if we're going to talk about our national development plan, then this issue is something that needs attention. I think we all have a role to play wherever we are to just talk to someone who you see would make a great nurse, direct them along the right path, ensure they are supported, because we need a lot of nurses coming in, a lot of midwives coming in, and also not only coming in but staying. If you can do something about it, wherever you are, to strengthen the health system, I think all our hands are needed on this stick.